Listening is a skill which is often overlooked when engaging in work and study. Research has shown that engineers will spend 20 to 25% of their time listening, which is generally the most time spent doing any individual activity. There is a large difference between hearing what someone has said and listening to understand what they are saying. The difference can be described through the example of a helicopter. At any given time, you might be able to hear the sound of a helicopter in the distance. However, if someone were to ask if you could hear a helicopter, you'd be actively listening for one. Hearing is an activity which is accidental, involuntary, and effortless, whereas listening is intentional, voluntary, and focused. You might consider yourself to have well-practiced listening skills from attending lectures and tutorials. However, these are often interactions which exhibit one-way communication. The speaker talks, and you listen. The world of an engineering professional is vastly different to this. Most of the information needed to learn and complete work is conveyed verbally, and unlike coursework, you aren't always able to make detailed notes or revise recorded content. You need to be able to understand and interpret information quickly, as doing so will enable you to ask questions and gather information you may need immediately. Verbal communication is often supplemented with non-verbal communication. The body language of those partaking in conversation often sets the tone for communication. Bad body language, such as poor eye contact, bad posture, and passive listening mannerisms, often hinder the progression of conversation. Whereas positive body language, such as consistent eye contact and active listening mannerisms, such as nodding or smiling when you understand something, encourage engagement with the speaker, and this will often yield better conversation. This activity follows Josh, a graduate engineer who has recently started working for a structural engineering company. Josh has been assigned the task of doing some preliminary costing for a tender application. The tender is for a team of engineers to fly from the Perth office to Geraldton and do concrete testing over the course of 5 days. The tender is due at the end of the week, and Josh's supervisor has called him into a meeting to discuss his progress.